Hi friends, welcome back. So Elon Musk and Don Lemon are in a spat. Let me play this for you and we'll get you up to speed.
All right, so when you said that, I wanted to play some of the clips because some of them are illuminating. These are clips that you shared with us. This is a part of the conversation with Musk where you ask him about hate speech. Here it is.
Hate speech on the platform is up. Do you believe that X and you have some responsibility to moderate hate speech on the platform? That you wouldn't have to answer these questions from reporters about the Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Democrats?
I don't have to answer these questions.
The Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Jewish people. Do you think that?
I don't have to answer questions from reporters. Don, the only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it. Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
So you don't think? Do you think that you wouldn't get in trouble or you wouldn't be criticized for these things?
I'm criticized constantly. I could care less.
Okay, so it's that kind of interview if you're into that kind of stuff. Evidently, Don asked him a bunch of other questions about drug use, these kind of things. It'll be this kind of thing.
So let's get into it. Are you under the influence of anything? You said you learned your lesson. What did you learn? So you don't consider that hate speech? What is the evidence? Do you have any responsibility to the truth?
Right, that kind of stuff. And then evidently later, Don Lemon put out a video saying that Elon Musk is mad at him. I'll play this for you real quick.
Hi everyone, Elon Musk is mad at me. And I just put out a statement about what happened between him, me, and the interview that he is apparently so upset about. But
And then this is basically what's going on here. X then tweeted out that they canceled whatever partnership they had with Don Lemon over on X. If you don't know, Don Lemon is a former reporter over at CNN. I'll say it really clearly. I've never liked Don Lemon. I don't like Don Lemon, and it is what it is. This is X. It says here because I find it interesting though that Don Lemon had some sort of deal with X or whatever, but I guess that's canceled. X put out a thing that said X is a platform that champions free speech, and we're proud to provide an open environment for diverse voices and perspectives. The Don Lemon Show is welcome to publish its content on X without censorship, as we believe in providing a platform for creators to scale their work and connect with new communities. However, like any enterprise, we reserve the right to make decisions about our business partnerships, and after careful consideration, X decided not to enter into a commercial partnership with the show. The reason why this is so funny is because if you remember, Elon Musk was criticizing Disney and Apple and other companies for leaving X because they're saying, oh, well, you're leaving here, don't you believe in free speech, etc. And I said before, and I'll say it again, companies like Apple, and it doesn't matter, whatever company has a right and a freedom to decide who they want to do business with or not. The same way, I have no problem with X canceling, Don cancels partnership, whatever they want to do. They have a freedom to decide whatever contracts they want to enter into. No problem, right? But it just becomes so ridiculous though when you look really hypocritical when you say you Disney are evil for canceling on X, and yet we start canceling people on your own platform. So just whatever, guys. This is something that I have to deal with all the time. I do social media every day. You guys know I do YouTube. I'll just show you an example of the kind of stuff you have to deal with. And this is just humans, right? You got to deal with humans, and humans, how can I say, disagree on things sometimes. So here's an example. This is just yesterday. This person wrote to me. This is the Gavelin Pimp. They wrote, OMG, Chino, Cochino. You wish has his followers. You are just big hater. Open your eyes, Chino, Cochino. And you guys can make the decision if that's racist or not, right? This is the person who tweeted or I guess wrote on my YouTube about, but I get all this kind of stuff a lot. People make comments on my eyes, my skin. People call me Chinese, these kind of things. I'm not Chinese, for the record. I'm Vietnamese, and I live in Korea, and I speak 4 languages. So there's that. And I had to look up the Chino stuff here. I guess Cochino is pig or hog. For those of you who speak Spanish, you can let me know if this is racist or not, whatever. I don't have time to go through all this stuff to determine who's racist, who's not racist. But I will say, guys, when you do social media, there are trolls everywhere. I will clearly say that this person is a troll. I don't think there's any way around it. And the person's name is the Gavelin Pimp. That is the person's name. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up this topic is that people have been asking me, what do I think about the whole Elon Musk, Don Lemon interview? I'll tell you the truth. I'll catch the highlights. Maybe there's 3 or 4 interesting highlights in there. And then, I'll share my opinion if you really want to hear it. The problem with this kind of issue, though, is like Elon Musk tweets out crap all of the time, right? This is his, Twitter thing. And for example, this is just 4 hours ago. Elon Musk tweets out, video games need to get rid of woke BS. Getting lectured with tedious propaganda is not why people play video games. And then he tweets out this video of like an hour and 9 minutes about some guy talking about radical wokeness in video games. And again, it's the same thing. Like, I don't care. I don't care what this Matt Walsh show says. Two, I'm not going to spend an hour and 9 minutes about a particular topic on video games and wokeness. Like, I don't care. And let alone, this is the other big problem in social media, and I'm just sharing with you guys, is like, there could be stuff in this hour and 9 minutes that is frankly untrue. Who knows what's in this thing, right? Do you want to go through the whole hour and 9 minutes, and then do I want to have an argument with, some rando on the internet about, what do we think about Call of Duty and wokeness and Call of Duty or whatever, right? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Is that this is unfortunately the internet, and if you look at Elon Musk's, Twitter, he's like crap all day, every day, just crap, like so much stuff. Like even like this is just 18 hours ago, he has this whole 6-minute thing about slavery, and the quote is, "It's hard to teach hate. It's easier to lie about history." And like, I think literally the video is about slavery. If you want to watch it, so be it, right? But like every day, there's just so much stuff to look at, and the reason why I get sort of like, how can I say, impassioned about these kind of things, or frustrated, I guess is a better way to say it, is I do YouTube every single day with you guys, and I always talk to you about this, is that why we need a strong community and why you need people that you can trust is because there is so much misinformation and disinformation out there, meaning that some people purposely put out lies, some people unknowingly put out lies, and you don't know what is what. Some people put out, things that are like true for the first minute and then lies for the second minute. Like, who knows, right? and I'll give you some examples of stuff that I see and hear. For example, I'll do a video. There's one is a real popular one on my channel. It's about Ross is his name. I can't remember his last name. I just don't remember. But he's a guy who does this war trading stuff, and the guy trades penny stocks. Okay, and it's crazy because people will write in comments, will say Ross doesn't trade penny stocks. This one just yesterday. It was like, Ross doesn't trade penny stocks. He trades stocks between $2 and $20. Like, literally, these can be penny stocks. Why? Anything under $5, anything under, say, a small market cap, like even if a stock, say, is $20, but like it's a market cap of, say, 100,000 or whatever, the stock can be easily manipulated, hence penny stock. But and so you don't know if that said person is too stupid to know what a penny stock is, or they're purposely lying. You just don't know. This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with all the time on social media. You got to deal with like people making fun of your eyes, your color, whatever. People also too putting out misinformation, disinformation. It's frustrating, it's stressful, and I got to go through this stuff all the time. I want to state really clearly and sort of why I get passionate about these kind of things. Guys, I try my best every single day to go through all of the news and tell you honest opinions about this stuff. I mean, I do this every day, and I just feel like, God, this is what the world is filled with, is this misinformation and disinformation. Now, regarding the whole Elon Musk-Don Lemon situation, I just showed you some clips. You just saw it for yourself. Lemon's like, oh, Elon Musk is mad at me. And then, you can see the interview if you want on Monday. It's a big promo for his show, etc. And there's clips out there already of the thing. It's like, Elon Musk, do you ketamine? What do you think about ketamine? And Elon Musk is like, oh, if I can help people who are depressed, drugs, so be it, right? Whatever. You can watch the thing for yourself. My main issue with how can I say, the internet, Elon Musk, and all his fanboys and fangirls, this is a very real thing. Elon Musk is a smart person, okay? He's probably got a fairly high IQ. Who knows what that score is? But he's got a very, very low EQ, okay? That's emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, however you want to say it. The basic gist of it is that he may be good at math, for example, Elon Musk, but he may not necessarily know when sometimes you should keep your mouth shut, or when sometimes maybe you don't need to say certain things, or sometimes you're just flat out wrong. I'll give you a simple example. Guys, I'm married. And when you're married to someone, sometimes, and this is for anyone out there, for those of you who are married, you will completely understand. Sometimes you just don't say anything. It's better not to say stuff, right? Say, for example, let's just say, my wife gets in a fight with her mom, right? And I'm watching, say, my wife and her mom fight. Hey, you know what? You two fight. I'm going to let you fight. I'm going to stay out of it, right? The idiot, right? I'm just telling you guys, if you're an idiot and you get involved in, like, say, your spouses and their parents, confrontations, and you jump in the middle of it, man, you're a fool. Just don't get involved with certain things. It's not really about right and wrong at that point. It's just like, some people have issues for whatever reason, and full disclosure, my wife and her mom don't actually fight at all. I'm just giving you a simple example that is part of EQ. It's discretion, right? It's knowing when to keep your mouth shut, when to speak, etc. Or, for example, this is just another simple example. let's say you're a boss at work and someone is pregnant, just for example, and you say, I need you to work overtime, and overtime is the most important thing because this company is the most important thing, and I know your baby's due next week, but I need you to work right now, really, really hard. And like sometimes, maybe it is true that the company needs that job to be done, but that person, pregnant, is gonna have a baby in a week, their mind is on completely other things, right? Learning to read people, learning to read a situation, learning how to deal with different kinds of people. I just gave you a couple examples, guys. Is part of having a high EQ. It's very clear that Elon Musk does not have it. But this is something that it's not just Elon Musk, guys. A lot of the fanboys and fangirls, I can tell from stuff that people write in comments or people say on Twitter, is they don't have much experience dealing with different groups of people. I can tell. I can see it. The same way, guys, I can totally tell. And this is sort of why I don't care for Don Lemon. CNN hired Don Lemon because, guys, I know how this world works more than you know, right? I work behind the scenes a lot of these kind of shows, like CNN, etc. I've worked in media for a long time. They hired Don Lemon to come on to the show and say basically black people have suffered the most and out of all people in all entire human history, and that appeals to a certain kind of audience, right? I get that. I get that more than you know. That's why CNN don't hire people that look like me. And if you don't believe me, just go look at CNN. Like, you're not going to find people that look like me or express my point of view on their platform. They don't want people like me. They want people like Don Lemon, right? So that's his job on the show when he was at CNN, etc. And I don't like Don Lemon. I don't like Don Lemon just because he's black. It's not about anything about that. It's more they hire him because he's an actor to put out a certain point of view. But it's the same thing though, guys. It's like the Don Lemon. It's the Elon Musk. It's part of our world. It's filled with drama, misinformation, disinformation, etc. And it's frustrating. I get frustrated. And I talk really fast when I have a conversation with you. And part of the problem with navigating is like, say when I read this comment by the Gavilan Pimp, you don't know if this person's frankly stupid. You don't know if they're a liar or they're just a outright troll. You have no idea with this kind of stuff. I just know this person's a stranger, and I know the stuff that he's writing isn't very nice to me. I can clearly see that, and I have to deal with this stuff all the time on YouTube/social media. And so for me, when people say, what do you think about the Elon Musk Don Lemon thing, I'll just state it really, really clear. And you either understand my video or you don't. People who like Elon Musk and love Elon Musk don't understand any of my videos, and that's fine. You do you. Elon Musk has a very high IQ, but has a very low EQ, meaning that in this couple of situations I gave you, he doesn't know, when to keep his mouth shut or the proper thing to say when you're dealing with all kinds of people. And people always try to make this about, free speech, free speech. Sometimes it's not necessarily about free speech. It's just that, just keep your mouth shut sometimes. The same way I told you guys, for example, I'm not going to get involved with a fight with my wife and her mom, or I'm not going to make certain comments to people who are pregnant when they're having a kid and whatever. I don't know. So, the thing with Elon Musk, and this is just advice to anyone out there, for Mr. Musk, he's a CEO over at Tesla. He would be much, much more likable if he just focused on Tesla and making great cars and putting out the products, that people want to buy and make money, and the stock will go up, etc. But he gets involved in all kinds of things. He has certainly the freedom to do so, but I just think as a CEO, it's not a great look. But that's just me, in my opinion, and you can take of that as you may. So anyway, I know these things kind of go long, but it's a complicated topic, and I try my best to express honest opinions on this kind of stuff. And most people out there, most stuff you see in the media, essentially they're just actors, and there's no other way to put it. So hope you understand why I try my best to give you honest opinions and why we need a good community to navigate this crazy world together. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next video.